So I've come here to say thank you very much to Duhva. Thank you very much for your contribution. You have been able to stave us from the worst case scenario. You have made possible for the South African economy to remain standing, of course, facing very difficult conditions. But I want to say to Lawrence and your team, and I want to extend that to the entire workforce of Duhva, to say that on behalf of Cabinet and on behalf of the South African people, thank you very much for your contribution during winter. We truly appreciate it. Thank you very much. I think it's just honorable to come back to people and just to appreciate the contribution that you have made. So I want to say from the bottom of my heart, we really appreciate the contribution that you had made during that period of winter. And of course, at that point, I'm sure instantaneous EAF was significantly better than year to date, because now we have taken out Unit 1. Now we have got the partial load losses. That's fine, that's given. But I want to say thank you very much, Lawrence, and the family of Duhva. And then on the assignment that you had given me, we did go back to Cabinet to say, I think there's a very strong case for us to ensure that we provide significant fiscal relief to Eskom because of a compromised balance sheet, to make it possible Eskom to invest back in these assets, to ensure that we continue to sweat the asset. As we sweat the asset, we are able to get as many megawatts as possible onto the grid and therefore reduce the intensity of load shedding. And of course, as a result of that, National Treasury has made available that 254 billion rand of fiscal relief, and a significant part of it is reinvested back into the generation units to ensure that we continue to fully exploit them. And that's an area that is in the domain of the executive authority, and for that I think we have delivered. And you'll see that over a period of time we'll continue to invest back into this asset. One of the conversations we are having now, and that is yet to be concluded, is to make a case that Eskom must also be involved in new generation capacity. So not just the maintenance of these units, but for Eskom to participate in new generation capacity. You know that the current arrangement is that it's only private sector that is active in giving us new generation, but we think that given the assets that we are having, the assets that are aging, the fact that we've got significant amount of real estate that is land, we've got grid capacity, especially in the older power station where some of the units have been decommissioned. There is a case to be made for us to also look at participation on the renewable energy side of generation, so that Eskom can also have a mix of generation profile, also to emphasize on green intervention. So I must say that we are making a very strong case that at least on the generation side, we must make it possible for Eskom to also participate